When I started speedrunning Minecraft, the first category I ran was called IRSG. It's basically just regular random seed glitchless, but instead you give yourself an elytra and a stack of firework rockets. I know that sounds a little crazy, but it's just regular RSG. Basically all it gives you is an opportunity to get more seeds and to play them faster. Just a little less luck oriented. And that's why I loved it. I started running it, I started getting good at it, I held multiple world records, and eventually brought my PB down to a 15:27. Although the goal was always sub 15. But after the 15:27, just things never lined up. It's been 462 days since the 15:27. And after all that time, on and off grinding and a ton of runs that should have been it but just weren't, I finally beat Minecraft 1.19 in under 15 minutes. And this is how. Yeah, it's post-commentary time, boys. You know it. We're back with the post-commentary. Okay, my apologies. That intro was a little cringe, but I've been waiting a really long time to do this. This is... I don't want to put it up with like my most proud of runs, but it also kind of is. Not because the run itself is special, just because of everything surrounding the run. It's been a really long time. I've wanted this for a very long time. This isn't even really the end goal. I still want to beat MiniiMiner's 12:16 before I'm done with this category, but this has been something I've wanted for so long, and it feels really good to finally get it. The run just starts out pretty standard, just village run. I thought I saw a lava pool right there, but it was just like a grapple patch. So I make tools. Very, very standard village looting. The seed is very basic. Nothing interesting happens until the nether. I would say this nether entry is bad too, because the lava pool is really far away. The goal in Icarus is, I don't play warped at all. I play no warped, so my goal is to get an iron pickaxe, like, as fast as possible. When I enter the nether, I want to enter the end as fast as possible, but when I enter the nether, I really want an iron pickaxe because I don't play warped. So I killed this golem for bucket because I need bucket, but I also try to find iron, but there's no blacksmith in this village. Sometimes I reset for blacksmith, it depends on the day, but you can do something called double village when you're looking for a lava pool, where you can find a second village and then make an iron pickaxe from that iron golem, and that's what I end up doing in this run. But it just involves hitting an iron golem 24 times, which is a little slow, but whatever, it gets the job done. I just get food. You don't really need much food in Icarus. I just get 12 bread. It's more than enough, and you can get golden carrots in the Bastion too. It's, pretty simple. That's why I love this category. You don't need anything crazy. Pretty much any nether enter can be the one. It all just comes down to the nether, which is nice, but at the same time it's also a little annoying. But this overworld is, like I said, nothing special. There's a village right here that's at Stronghold Chords, and this influences my decision to do something else later in the run, but we'll get to that later in the run. But right now it influences me to kill the iron golem so I can make an iron pickaxe, and hopefully maybe an iron sword in case I do Fortress first, because I want to have an iron sword to do Fortress first so I can 2-hit blazes, or else the blazes will 2-hit me, and that is bad, and I don't want that to happen. So now we fly over here to the jungle. There's a lava pool on the right, but I'm dumb and don't see it yet, but now I see it, and now we're going to go build the portal and enter the nether. I don't think this portal build was anything special. I think I tried to go really fast, and then just kind of made a fool of myself. Yeah. 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 Okay. Alright, I'm very cool. But nevertheless, this portal build is not bad at all, and we're entering the nether here at just about 3 minutes flat, which is definitely world recordable. It all comes down to the nether, and this nether is fine. Like, it's just fine. Really, what carries this run isn't the nether itself, it's what happens specifically in the Bastion, because in Pause, very soon, I'm going to find myself a housing bastion. Should be right about now. Am I stupid? I might be stupid. No. Oh, there it is. Okay, hi. So I know it's housing because I only saw 2 ramparts, and the top one's on the right, or the triple one's on the right, which usually means it's housing. And if it's stables, well, that sucks. I'm going to die. But it's not stables. So we just drop down. Really glad it's not lava housing. That would have sucked. I don't have gold armor, so and then I kind of panic a little bit, forgetting that I don't have gold armor. I almost die, but I don't, and now we are trading with piglins. It's very easy to just get pinned and die to piglins doing top-down without armor. Normally I would grab armor from the chest, but I honestly forgot I didn't have gold armor. But it worked out okay, it worked out fine. And now for the luckiest part of the run, definitely the best part of the run. These piglin trades, holy shit. I don't see any pearls yet. I pick them up, I got none. But then I don't know what came over these guys, but they're just like, hey, you know what? I wanna be really kind to Ophi. Let's give him a good day. Boom, 8 pearls right there, instantaneously. I'm like, okay, maybe I don't even need to grab the backup gold. I'm just gonna break this chest, get some obby, maybe get some golden carrots, maybe get a looting sword. So I break the chest. There is no obsidian, unfortunately. There is pigs, and I didn't realize that I was opening that, so I panic, and then I check, and now I have 15 ender pearls. So I'm just out. This is the fastest bastion split of my entire life, and I'm just like, I'm out. Although the terrain isn't great, and there are already angry piglins over there, so I don't go here. So instead I try to mine out of this wall, and it's not the fastest thing ever, but it's not really that slow either. I find some crimson nylium, yeah, right there, so I'm like, okay, that's the surface. Now we gotta fly to a different quadrant. It takes a little bit to find the fortress. Like, I'm exiting Bastion at like 5 minutes here. Like, this is really, really good pace if there's a fortress, like, directly in the next quadrant. But this just walls me off. This terrain is absolutely garbage. There's just no fortress. And the terrain is just, even if there was a fortress right there, I wouldn't know. Because the terrain is just a straight up Great Wall of China. You can hear my audio saying, like, which way can I go? Like, I'm thinking in the moment, is the only way I can go extra regional? Because that sucks. Because extra regional fortresses are just complete RNG and it's never in your favor. So now we're just flying to various different quadrants and hoping to find the fortress. Unfortunately, this takes a little bit. This is the one of 2 main time saves of the run, is that the fortress is far. But eventually we do find it. I don't remember exactly what quadrant it's in. I don't think it's in this one. I think it's in the next one we check. Yeah, but I'm like, well, that sucks. Okay. Like, this pace was insane. But now it's just less insane. Oh yeah, Fortress is in Neg Neg, I think. I don't remember. I haven't rewatched this run yet. I was just doing post-commentary like, surely I remember everything about the run. I don't. But I believe we find the fortress soon. Yes, there it is. Boom. Right after I say this is still good pace if I find fortress. Very good timing. Now, the other interesting part of this fortress is it's in a Soul Sand Valley, which means the strays are going to be crazy. But for some reason, I get really, really lucky with, like, no wither skeletons. In, like, Hallway Soul Sand Valley, there's always, like, a bazillion wither skeletons, and they're all, like, ready to kill me. There's, like, none. I get a lot of stray blazes, I get good blaze rod rates, and then eventually we find a spawner, and I don't get too lucky there. But, I mean, it works. It makes up for the time I spent just getting stuck on terrain. I see there's openings right here, but I don't see a spawner, so I go back here because I know there's a stray blaze or 2, and there's one right here. No wither skeletons still, which is just surprising, and I'm just, like, constantly paranoid, like, on the lookout, like, there's probably one, like, right next to me, but I'd never know. And there's just not one. I'm very, very fortunate. I thought that was the blaze spawner. It's not. I'm dumb. So I see there's openings over here, and so I go ahead and fly around here, and then eventually we find the blaze spawner. Hooray. We're already at a pretty good amount of rods here, but only one of these guys drops, and I want to leave on 7 because I have 15 pearls. If I would like to leave on 7. If I got 6 there, I probably would have left, but unfortunately I'm still at 5, and I'm not leaving on 5. I have 15 pearls. I'm not going to waste this opportunity. That guy doesn't drop, and then that guy doesn't drop, and then that guy doesn't drop. But I'm like, shit. Well, there goes the incredible pace, but if I get another good spawn, like now, it could be okay. I forgot to re-equip Fire Res, but luckily that's not too big of a deal. And now we're just waiting. We get these 2 here. And I did not get enough obsidian to blind from the bastion, just because I got my pearls so quickly. So I do need to go back to home portal, and that takes a while. And while we're doing that, I want to explain sort of my goal for Icarus and why I'm even running it in the first place. I don't usually like random seed categories on 1.19 anymore. I'm just kind of done with them. But this category is special to me just because it's what I started with, and I would like to come full circle. And I got sub 15, which was my original goal, but I think I can beat MiniiMiner. Mini has a 12:16, and I want to end off with the world record that really the first like good world record I ever got was Icarus, my 22:42, I think it was. That was my first ever good world record, and it'd be nice to end off random seed console runs with a good random seed world record. This is not it. It would be sub 12:16. Very doable. I just need an 8-minute blind and close stronghold, and then I'm not going to choke the end. So, we're good. Right now is we're getting back to home portal. It's just right about here. It's like above us, which is a little annoying, but just fly here, and then it's over here, and then we're exiting Nether at 9:45, which is not good pace for sub 12 unless the stronghold's like right here. I say sort of in the run, like this isn't world record unless it's like right here. I think that's exactly what I said in the run. I'm kind of talking over myself. But it's not right here. Unfortunately, the other huge time loss of this run, on top of Fortress being far away from everything and not having blind, is that the stronghold is far away too. I have been really, really, really unlucky with stronghold distance in this category, and it's being very frustrating. It's becoming very frustrating. Eventually, everything will line up on a 9 or 8 minute blind and we'll get it, but until then, it's really annoying to have to fly thousands and thousands of blocks every time I exit the Nether. It's a little annoying, and I'm trying to find ways to make it more consistent, but really it's just RNG, and we gotta play around it. So we're flying here right now, and I mean, really, it still takes a little bit to see the village. I think I double-checked the angle right here to make sure it's not a villageless stronghold, because that would be bad. Having to triangulate on bedrock with no F3 is really difficult, and I'm really bad at it, so I'm really hoping it's under a village. And after a little bit more flying, we'll discover that it is. Or maybe I shouldn't have spoiled it quite yet. Although, you guys know it's a completed run, which means it's probably not no stronghold village. But right about no, not right about now. This is right about now is where I start complaining because I have to fly over an ocean, which means it's likely a no village stronghold, and then a huge cave, and then I'm like sad. I'm like shit. There it goes. It's a no village, and we're screwed. There goes the good pace, the first good pace that I've had in a while with a lot of pearls. But there it is. It just appears over the horizon, a magical gift. It's like 2,000. It's like 2,000 or 3,000 blocks away from home portal. But whatever, and I'm really hoping the eye goes down here, because it could just go somewhere random, but it goes down. Huge sigh of relief. I don't need that eye at all, so I just go back here, I do spring strats, and then I begin the dig down. First I get smacked by a spider, but then I begin the dig down. This dig down's a long one. Get your popcorn, get your snacks. This takes a while. It's a relatively shallow stronghold, but I am at Y like 88, starting the dig down. So, it takes a little bit. And only iron pickaxe. It's nice to get diamond pickaxes and bastions, but it doesn't always happen. And so we're just digging down, really hoping for good nav, because the other reason I really wanted to get sub 15 was my 15:27 was an incredible run. It was a 10-minute stronghold enter. It was the craziest pace anyone had ever seen. But then the nav was just atrocious. It was a 4-minute and 20-second nav split, which is just awful, and it was heartbreaking, because that could have been a sub 12, but it doesn't always work like that. Things happen, and you just gotta play through it. This nav is also not spectacular, but I am smart about it, and if ways don't look good, I'm not gonna waste my time with them. I'm just gonna go to the ways that look good, and if I don't find it, then we'll start checking extensively. But we're just kind of playing the stronghold very, I don't know what the word is. I think aggressively. I think aggressively is the right word. We're not playing for the random mazes. We're playing to try to find what looks good. And I think I should do this more often in strongholds. But hopefully the strongholds are nice to me. unlike this one. But, we go down here because, the spiral staircases are good for portal room, and it's right on the right here, which is nice. And now I'm like, okay, this is it. This is the first time since my 1527 where I've entered the end on pace to beat my 1527, because so many times I've been rolled on eye counts and nav. But now we're in the end, and there's very, very little things that can go wrong. Things can still go wrong, but there's very, very few things that can go wrong. We're going to go for Dank Cycle. This is it. We only get one shot at this, so enjoy the one cycle, and I'll talk more at the end. I've been waiting for the sub 15 Icarus for so long, man. I've been waiting so long for this. Oh my god. Oh. Let's fucking go, dude. I've been waiting so long for this. Yes, dude. Let's go. So yeah, that's it. That's how I beat Minecraft, Icarus IRSG version 1.19, in under 15 minutes. If you're looking for a random seed category to run other than any % because regular RSG sucks, I recommend this category. It's a lot of fun, it's super easy to get runs going, and it's a lot of fun. And I hope you guys can get sub 15 too. It took me like 600 days. It took me more than that actually, it took like 700, but you know what? It happened eventually. And that's what matters. Thank you for watching, and see you guys all next time. And hopefully that next time is when I get world record, SSG or this, I don't really care. Just one of them, please.